Alright guys, um, I haven't made a video in a while, so I thought I'd make a quick video here. So I'm gonna be talking about my journey, about being in SMMA for a year, right? And I guess I'm gonna talk about some trials and tribulations and the biggest lessons I've learned. Um, but yeah, I guess let's sort of get started. So if you guys don't know who I am, if you haven't seen my videos before, this is the first time you guys come across my videos. Essentially, I started my agency a year ago now. I mean, if you go on my YouTube channel and you scroll down, you'll be able to see a video titled like 1 month review in SMMA, right? I used to have hair then. Since then, I bust my hair off and shit. I was 17 in that video. I'm 18 now. I turned 18 like 4 or 5 months ago. Um, but yeah, so I've been in SMMA for a bit over a year now. I run a construction. I'm in the construction niche. I run Facebook ads for construction companies, right? So regular, like I didn't reinvent the wheel. I didn't try anything crazy. I just done the most normal, like I didn't really care about saturation or anything, right? I just picked a niche, picked a service, and got at it. Been the same since day one. I genuinely didn't change anything about my service or my niche or anything. But yeah, I guess getting into the important stuff, the numbers. Right now, I mean, it's February. It's the 3rd of February, right? So in January, my business done about 46,000. I think it was just under 46,000, about 45.8 thousand dollars in revenue. A lot of that is profit. My margins with my business are like 85-90%. I have very, very high margins. And I do have a business partner, so not all of that money is mine. Obviously, I got a 50-50 business partner. But the business is very like effective in the sense where a lot of our revenue is monthly recurring revenue, MRR. So I could step away from the business and I'd probably still make 40 grand absolute minimum this month, right? Without doing any work whatsoever, without signing new clients, without doing anything, right? So that's sort of where my agency is at. In terms of growth, my agency grew very like quickly in the last 4 to 5 months, I'd say. So you can sort of think about my SMMA journey in two different like sections, if you'd say, right? The first 6 months, like when I started SMMA, I made like 8k in my second month, I made like 8k, and then it dropped down to like 2k, and then it went to zero, and I just had zero for like the next like 2-3 months, right? And the reason for that is because like I was just piffing clients, so I just do like 2k for 3 months or some shit like that. Get payment, so obviously signed 4 clients that month, made 8k. I'm like, cool, made 8k, but then obviously going into the next month, I started at zero. That's a trap a shit ton of people fall into, especially beginners in SMMA, right? They have like, when they see a 3k payment, or like, oh shit, I can make like 4k from this client in one day, right? They're like, their eyes light up. But one thing you genuinely need to realize is lifetime value is very, very important in SMMA, right? Yeah, it's all good if a client pays you 4k, but if that client, like, he pays you once, right? And then you're gonna do your service for however long, right? Like 3-4 months, and there's a good chance he's gonna leave, and then pal, like, you're just one and done with that client. So in every single month, it's not a case of you growing the agency, you're not growing the agency at that point, right? Every month is a case where you have to play catch up to get to the same point as the previous month, and then try surpass that. So every single month you got to pay catch up, and that's not sustainable. That's not how you can grow a business, right? I think everyone's goal when it comes to SMMA, I mean, my goal at least is have a business doing like 6 figures a month, right? Like my goal is to hit 100k a month real soon. Like, yeah, sometime this year, bro, in the next couple months. And while it's doing 100k a month, have it do 100k a month consistently, right? It's not a case where every single month I have to sign clients to keep, like, obviously you're gonna have to keep signing clients, right? Clients are gonna churn, that's inevitable, but I'm not just gonna do piffs and every single month I have to sign enough clients to hit the 100k a month mark, right? Like, MRR is something which lots of beginners don't really think about, and that's a mistake I made in the beginning, thus me making like somewhat decent money my like second month and then just plateauing to zero. So that's a big thing I'd say. Always do monthly, right? 2k a month, 3k a month, whatever it is. And a big misconception people have is selling monthly is harder. You need some crazy ass flipping guarantee 15 appointments in 30 days or money back, and you pay per appointment and fucking packages and shit like that. You don't need anything like that. In reality, like, selling each is as easy as each other. It's not hard. It's fucking easy if you know what you're doing, right? But no, yeah, that's my first piece of advice I'd say is actually try build a sustainable MRR business, right? This isn't a quick crash grab. This isn't like yeah, if you make like 5, 10K, you can make that quickly with a couple piss. But then, what then, right? You want a business which is going to make you money every month. So keep an eye on your MRR. That's a big thing that I'd say, a big lesson I learned when it comes to business. And that's why in the next, like the 6 months after that, right? Like the past 6 months, my growth went from like 6K in month one. So I'm talking like the second 6 months of my journey. It went from like 6K to 12K to like 20K, 30K, 40K, right? It was big jumps. I think it wasn't even 6 to like 6 to 18, like 3x my business. They went from 18 to like 25 in a month, and 25 to like 35, right? Then 45. So we done 45 in January. I think we basically done the same in December. December and January was the only consecutive months in the last 6 months where we didn't surpass our previous month's revenue by like minimum 8K, right? It was the same in both December and January. But I mean, this month we're going to surpass it. We're going to break 50K this month. But you see the point, right? It's exponential growth once you actually start building an MRR business and you start stacking clients, because you're just adding to your revenue every single month. You're not playing catch up and trying to add on top of that. But yeah, I guess that's sort of some business side of advice I'd give. When it comes to SMMA as well, I think it's a very easy business model for anyone to get in and genuinely just run up a business to do 20-30K a month, right? If you know what you're doing and you've got the correct guidance, you can easily start printing 20-30K a month, like basically pure profit, right? You might be at 80-90% margins. You could genuinely automate 80-90% of everything again, right? And you're doing minimal work. You just need to have some tenacity. Like, you got to be able to talk to people, and you actually got to be able to put in the inputs. It's not going to come easy, but not that it's hard, but you got to do the inputs either way, right? And for a lot of people out there, doing the inputs is hard. For them, it's hard. But if you're just willing to put in the work to live the life that you want to live, then it's really not that hard. It just comes down to guidance and having the right information in SMMA. The reason I was able to scale so quickly in the last 6 months was because I joined a mentorship, right? I invested lots of money into a mentor, which gave me knowledge which I didn't previously have. It gave me access to information which I didn't previously have, which then allowed me to scale to where I'm at now, right? So investing in a mentor is a big thing that I'd say as well. So building an MRR business, investing in a mentor. And the third is more of a mindset thing, right? The final thing I'm going to leave you guys with today. But it's essentially like thinking after you do the action, right? So most people, like the process for most people about like thinking and doing something is that they think about it, they analyze it, then they actually take action, and then they sort of evaluate after, right? But that just puts you in a sort of state of analysis paralysis. You don't really end up doing anything, right? And if you do, like by the time you do, it's just too late. That's why a approach which I've taken now, which a lot of successful entrepreneurs take, like basically all of them, you see this as a common trait. But it's that they do something, they take action, then they think, and then they evaluate after, right? And the reason you think after is just because like the universe just rewards genuine, just aggressive action, right? If you don't think about the things which go wrong or the shit which could mess up, right? Like, oh, my account could get banned, bro. Why even think about that problem if it hasn't come up, right? Because at that point, you're just manufacturing problems in your mind. If you genuinely just give these problems no energy, if you just don't let these problems even appear in your consciousness, and you just go out there and take action, bro, the universe is going to reward that. You're just making things easier for yourself at that point. Because if you assess every single negative which could go wrong, and as you're doing the action, you think like, shit, like this could go wrong. Like if you're sending SMS, shit, my sub account could get banned, or this shit could go wrong, or this script might not work, and needs to do heavy testing before I double down, or some shit like that, right? You're just in a state where you're not taking the action necessary to reach your goals, because you're manufacturing problems in your mind which don't even exist. And that's a pitfall of so many beginner entrepreneurs. Like with my own eyes, I've seen people who take 6 months to sign their first client that ends up being some fucking free trial shit, right? You didn't make money in your first 6 months of business. That's like genuinely embarrassing. But I've seen guys who in the first month of SMMA, they've hit like $12,000-$13,000 in genuinely their first month, right? And the biggest thing which separates them is person B, the one which succeeds quickly and makes money. They genuinely just follow, like, they just take action and they genuinely don't think, right? They don't think for themselves. They're like a zombie. They turn their brain off. Whereas person A, the one who doesn't make any progress, he's thinking about everything. He's doing X, Y, Z. He's like, okay, let me try, I'm going to do this. Let me figure out all the things which go wrong and get a plan B for all the things which go wrong and this and that. And they spend so much time and they never really do the important things, right? They don't put enough focus on the important things, therefore they don't get the results they want. And they're like, shit, what's going wrong? Like, I'm doing everything right. But in fact, you're not, bro. You're just thinking and you're just being a bit of a pussy. Everything comes from taking aggressive action and turning your brain off, right? This sort of goes hand in hand with getting a mentor and actually paying for knowledge, because if you have the knowledge, like I basically coach someone in SMMA. So I do SMMA coaching, right? And I helped this person scale from, it was, so he when he joined, he was at 0, right? When I started mentoring him, and within his like second month, in less than 60 days, he was at like 20k a month, right? Or just above 20k. No, 20k a month in his second month, right? So he hit 20k a month within 2 months, which is very, very fast compared to other people. 20k monthly recurring revenue. Obviously a lot of people can't say that they've done that. But the thing which allowed him to do that is he done exactly what I told him. He turned his brain off and he just took action, right? He didn't think for himself. He was literally a zombie, right? He did not think at all about anything. He didn't think about the problems. He's like, okay, he told me to do XYZ. I'm going to do XYZ, do a T, bro. He didn't think for himself. And the reason it works is because obviously I know what I'm telling him works, right? Because that's exactly what I did to get to the numbers that I've gotten to. So it's going to work. And he knows that it's going to work as well. So he doesn't really assess it and think about the positives and the negatives and what could go wrong and shit. He's like, okay, shit, it works. Let me just go fucking do it. So he doesn't the thing. He just takes action. The universe sees that, it rewards it, and he gets what he wants, right? And you can extrapolate this to any sort of situation in life, not just business in general, but always just do something and think after. Thinking's just a waste of brain power, bro. You haven't got enough HP in your brain to do that shit. But yeah, I guess that's my sort of 1 year in SMMA rant over. I just wanted to upload a video as well. I haven't uploaded a video in a while. But yeah, I got a few videos coming out. I know some people want to see some videos about sort of onboarding clients, and that's not a recommendation. What's it like when someone asks you to make a video like that? Whatever I'm trying to say, right? It's people wanted me to make it. It's late, bro. But yeah, people wanted a video, so I'll make videos like that. I'm gonna be more consistent on YouTube now. Try to upload at least once every couple days, couple times a week. Value content, sort of me just sitting down talking, even vlogs and shit like that. So if you guys got any SMMA specific videos that you guys want me to make, put in the description below. I'll get them. I'll make those videos. If you guys got any questions, join my Discord. I'll put a link in that. I'll put the link to my Discord below as well. Join. You can ask questions, anything. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.